crowd goes wild.
Hi guys, DJ Paddy E here from Time of Our Lives Events. Welcome, thanks for joining me. In front of me we've got two brand new Technics 1210GR turntables. Okay, fresh in the box. Not quite sure why the boxes are two different sizes, but we're going to get to that in a minute. We have to ship them over from the UK because they're not available here in Sydney, Australia, which is where I'm based. From what I've seen, what I've read, some very good reviews on these turntables. We're going to compare them as well to some of the earlier models. We've got the 1200 Mark IIs to my left, as well as the 1210 M5Gs. So this is very exciting. And as many of you would know, Technics actually stopped their production back in 2010. So I didn't think I'd be here in front of you guys unboxing a brand new pair ever again. So we're going to get to it now and see what all the hype is about, and we'll check them out. Okay guys, stage one of the unboxing is complete. As you can see, we've got the two turntables down to the bubble wrap phase now. I can confirm that the two different size boxes was a difference in the excess packaging. So that's all good. Both turntables are genuine Technics underneath the bubble wrap. So we're going to go ahead and remove that, get to the turntables, so keep watching. Alright guys, here it is, the Technics 1210GR turntable. This is the official box, and for many people it's just a plain ordinary box. Then again, for people like myself, many DJs around the world, and music lovers in general, what's contained inside this box is potentially a piece of history, just like the 1200 Mark II. So we're going to go ahead and open it and check it all out. Now, if you're going to ask me, this turntable is everything I wanted it to be and more. Engineered to perfection, the build quality is absolutely phenomenal. Very high-end turntable, not to mention it's an absolute beautiful piece of equipment. Technics don't actually provide the Autophon cartridge and head shell. That's something that I've included from my collection. They do, however, provide a plain black head shell, like they do in the earlier models. However, it doesn't have Technics printed on the top of it. If you're going to stick with this, you're going to also need to purchase a cartridge and a stylus. Now, some of the other differences with this turntable, you're going to notice that the power light is actually blue. Now, this is something new to Technics. They haven't introduced this, well, that wasn't a part of any of their earlier models. The pitch tracking light is now white. And moving over to the pitch adjustment section, you're going to notice that there's a reset button there. There's no click at 0. That's a feature which is going to be very attractive to DJs. And just equally attractive is the ×2 pitch adjustment. So that's going to increase the pitch from ±8 to ±16. Me personally, I find that very handy, especially when you're mixing different tracks. Alright guys, as you may be able to see, inside here is the upgraded detachable cable outlets. We've got the power right here, we've got the RCA and the ground wire there. Benefit of this is if the cables happen to get damaged for whatever reason, be it in transport or general use, just replace them. Technics actually provide all 3 in the box, so you don't have to go and source them somewhere else. Very handy and improves the longevity of the turntables, so that's a great addition. Alright guys, thanks for joining me in unboxing this Technics 1210 turntable. It's been a pleasure. Hope you found it to be a little bit informative as well. I'm going to go ahead and share with you all some final thoughts. I've had the chance now to mix, scratch, play around on this turntable, so I want to share my experience with you all, especially if you're looking to purchase it yourself. One thing I will note, a concern that I had before purchasing this turntable came from a review suggesting that the feet were not stable and it wasn't appropriate for a Technics or for a DJ to purchase this turntable. I'm going to go ahead and say that that's not a concern that you should be worried about. If you have a look down here, I'm moving the turntable. The only thing that's moving is the actual table. The turntable itself is very sturdy, very solid. As I mentioned earlier, it's engineered to perfection. So in terms of performing as a DJ, this is an absolute beast. So I'm confident that DJs around the world are really going to love this turntable. I'm glad I purchased it. Haven't yet decided what I'm going to do with my other turntables, because quite frankly, this is almost too good to take out. Guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Facebook as well and Instagram. We'll keep an eye out for an upcoming video where we're going to actually do a comparison of the 1210GR to the 1210 Mark 5G and the 1200 Mark II. That'll be an interesting one because the 1200 Mark II was the original release, which brought Technics to prominence over 30 years ago. And the 1210 Mark 5G was the last turntable Technics released prior to ceasing production in 2010. So that'll be a good video to look out for. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.